So thanks for looking at this Nissan Micra SE. It is the K12 model, I think it is, for Nissan Micra fans. It's from 2005. One lady owner from new. She really loved this car, cherished it, kept it in the garage and barely used it, which is why it's only on 28,000 miles. In fact, it was only on 26,000 miles, but I did 2,000 miles in it just to give it a good test as part of my 70 plus point inspection plan. It's not till you really use something that you can kind of be sure there are no kind of faults without having a crystal ball. Obviously I do a full mechanical inspection, but yeah, all good. The only things I found were the clutch, and again it took about 1,000 miles to show. It started to show a bit of signs of wear. Obviously clutches do wear out and they're seen as a wear and tear item. However, I didn't want the new owner to have to replace a clutch anytime soon, so I have fitted a new clutch to it, and it also had an advisory for discs and pads, which I didn't entirely agree with, to be honest, but some of these MOT stations like to advise as soon as the pad is 20% worn and there's the slightest lip on the discs. Obviously, fair play, they want to make a bit more money. However, to make it advisory free, I have also replaced the discs and pads on the front, but otherwise it didn't need anything else. It's all good, ready to go. So yeah, 28,000 miles. The lady initially had it serviced at the dealer she brought it from, Platinum Nissan, and then latterly at the garage, which was just a few yards from my house pretty much, and they serviced it every single year regardless of use. So it is a lovely little car. We'll have a look around it, look at the spec, which is pretty good for a 20-year-old car. Has some nice little features actually. Looks really nice. Of course there is the odd minor blemish you'd expect from a 20-year-old car. I'm yet to ever find one which is entirely showroom, apart from some classics that have been fully restored to a high standard. If I didn't say already, this is a retail sale, so a trade sale. So obviously you've got the protection of consumer rights, obviously the full mechanical inspection that I've given it, and a month's warranty on the engine and gearbox as well. So yeah, let's have a good look around the car. So looking around it then, front tyre still has plenty of tread on there. Front alloy has been curbed, bless her, which is a bit of a shame, but not to be unexpected. Back ones are, or at least on this side, is pretty nice actually, and again this tyre almost like new actually. Loads and loads of tread on there. There's a very slight dink just there. Again this wheel, alloy pretty good actually, and again this tyre is good. And then this alloy, yeah, it does have some scuffing, and also actually a bit of corrosion just around there. So obviously could do maybe with a refurb if that bothered you, but easily done. Plenty of places that do alloy wheel refurbs, so certainly nothing to get upset about there. Yeah, as we can see, it is a smart looking car, bearing in mind it is 20 years old. Inside, as we can see, these seats are like new, in sort of a beigey cream velour to go with the gold paint. Likewise in the back, again barely used. The steering wheel has this kind of fake leather green stitch cover on it. So the dash then also comes in a sort of a nice beigey cream colour. Fairly good specification, air conditioning, has a trip computer, and also has service data, so you've got your average miles per gallon. Ignore what it says because I've had the battery off where it's been in storage, and I've just put it on and just moved it, so it will do within the 40s, I think, these from memory. You've got your instant miles per gallon, you've got your history of your miles per gallon, you've got the range, which has got 57 miles left, trip distance, trip time, and average speed. Again, clearly hasn't been 4 miles an hour. Well, actually probably has been since the battery's been off. Yeah, so that you got AM FM, CD player, pretty simple, electric mirrors, electric windows, electric mirrors, headlight adjust. But the one good thing this car does have is keyless entry, believe it or not, for its age. I'll show you, there's just basically a rubber button on the door handle, and also to start it you just twist this knob here rather than having to put a key in, so that's pretty cool. And also an electric sunroof, which is quite nice on a day like this, a rare blue sky. So it has the cover as well. Instruments then, obviously speedo, rev counter, fuel gauge, and just warning lights for temperature. So we've got a blue one on now which shows it's cold, so we'll just fire it up for the first time, hopefully. There we go. So the warning lights on should be on for the conditions. So one was the door, one was the seat belt, and one is the handbrake. So if I release the handbrake, so we can see there's no warning lights on there, and is idling nice and smoothly. 5-speed gearbox, normal handbrake, manual handbrake. So yeah, all good. We'll have a look under the bonnet. So these are the rubber buttons I was talking about. So you literally just walk up to the car, press that to open it, as long as the key is in your pocket. Also has one on the passenger side. Ignore the fact that's not on there, it's not missing, I just took it off. So when I disconnect the battery, when it was in storage, then I can lock the car with the key, otherwise the cover covers the keyhole. It's only available on the passenger side. Also you have a button on the back there as well. So it has the parcel shelf all good and intact. Engine then runs nice and smooth, levels all good, and no oil leaking around the engine. Smelling of burning of oil that you get on some cars where you got gaskets leaking and that kind of thing. So although not spotlessly clean, it is all in good order, and a new battery as well, because the other one was on test, showed it was a bit weak, so new battery fitted to make sure it's nice and reliable. So yeah, thanks for having a look at the Micra then. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to give me a shout. It will come with a full service, so give it an oil and filter changes, air filter as well, and yeah, you get yourself a very nice practical little car. Thanks so much.